are back. That's right. We are back to the Race and Ethnic Relations on Campus podcast show. This is show number 71. That's right. This is show number 71. I am Dr. B. This is show number 71. And this show, we're taking a departure from the topics. And something happened just yesterday that I felt our audience needs to know about in a special show on this person and this event. This show is entitled, show number 71 is entitled Angela Bassett and Wakanda Forever. That's right. Angela Bassett, the actress, and Wakanda Forever, the movie that came out over the holidays at the end of the year 2022 and was a blockbuster movie. It was a sequel to Black Panther. And just yesterday, actress Angela Bassett, the lead actress in Wakanda Forever, received an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. Wow! That was a great announcement, and I felt like it's time to recognize the achievements of persons of color, women of color, on this show. Because this Race and Ethnic Relations on Campus podcast show, we've talked about some very serious issues over how many years? I started this podcast show in 2019. In 2019, 4 years ago. And believe me, let me just say, it's 2023. It's January. It's January 25th. Happy New Year, by the way. Happy New Year. And there's a lot of news in national news related to race and ethnic relations going on currently. And we've talked about these issues before. Some unfortunate news that's going on nationally in our communities, in different communities. But I feel like right now that I'm going to take a turn in these podcast shows. Dr. B's taking a turn on the podcast. Yes, I'm taking a turn. Because, again, I've been talking about, digging deeper into all these very serious issues, heartfelt issues in our communities since 2019. 4 years. And things are continuing to move on. And things are going to continue to occur. Yet in 2023, like I said, I'm taking a turn and highlight the achievements, the celebrations of race relations. And as I finished out 2022 with show number 70, Developing Solutions to Improve Race Relations. And by the way, that was a great show, by the way. A lot of listeners are downloading that show. My students are downloading it. And I want to bring in, this podcast show is really directed to my college students across the world, but across the U.S., but across the world. And I want to, since I'm a baby boomer, I want to inform my college students about the achievements of some phenomenal things that are happening each and every year. And I want to kick it off with Angela Bassett. That's right, Angela Bassett and the movie Wakanda Forever. So that's where I'm taking the turn right now and going to focus on phenomenal achievements that are happening, and we just don't get enough. Yeah, the world just does not get enough positive news, accomplishments of folks of different race and ethnic relations, and race background, race and ethnic heritages enough. So yes, I'm taking a turn. And it's time to change the narrative a bit. The best way I can in my particular area of race and ethnic relations. And hopefully it will make sense, particularly to my college students. Because, again, I just thoroughly enjoy my college classes, particularly race and ethnic relations right now. And I got a pretty heavy load of college classes this semester, the spring semester of 2020. I actually teach race and ethnic relations, medical anthropology, and ethnic health and health disparities. And yet, a lot of the narrative just gets lost. All the accomplishments of various folks gets lost. So I'm focusing on Angela Bassett and Wakanda Forever. As a matter of fact, let me just say, over the holiday season, I went to see, I went to see Wakanda Forever. The movie Wakanda Forever. The sequel to Black Panther. I went to see it with my wife, and we had a great time. We saw it in 3D. And let me just say, it was a cultural explosion for both of us. It was why do I say cultural? Because it was a celebration to see predominantly persons of color in a fiction movie do exceptionally well. It was well plot line, acting, production, the visuals, the art direction, everything about it was a journey, was a cultural explosion. Your eyes and ears were, and the music soundtrack was phenomenal. Took it to another level. And let me just say, Wakanda Forever was a blockbuster. It was number one for four or five straight weeks. I know the opening weekend was, they reached over $187 million. So I celebrated Wakanda. It was such a cultural explosion. And it was to the masses of people. It wasn't just for people of color. It was for everyone. And by the way, we saw it in the movie theater, and it was a great audience there of all individuals of all backgrounds. African American, Latinos, Asian, whites, Native Americans, multiracial, biracial, across the board in our movie theater. And people enjoyed it. And I think we were all surprised, all of us were surprised how, if it's done right, how much of a learning experience it was to see the different cultures, to see the actors and actresses in the plot line. You know, it's fiction. It's a Marvel movie. And to come together in this sequel. And I'm going to read a little snippet of a great review of the movie in just a second, because I want to make sure I'm true to true to the event, but celebrating Angela Bassett and Wakanda Forever. And again, it was just a cultural explosion. Let me just write this down. It was, just remind myself, it was a cultural You can hear my writing. Explosion. Cultural explosion. We just thoroughly love Wakanda Forever. And by the way, one of the actresses in Wakanda Forever was a graduate from my PhD university, my doctoral university, Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan, by the way. And my wife and I graduated from Wayne State University, so I'm going to give a shout out to Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan. And it was really pleasant to feel connected to every aspect of this fiction movie. But I was also connected to the actress of Angela Bassett. She has been acting in so many different movies, television shows for decades. That's right, 4 decades. Miss Angela Bassett. Phenomenal actress. Phenomenal person. And I'm going to share with you a little bit about her background. I want to inform my college students about the special status, the phenomenal working status, phenomenal professional, and she looks great. I'm great at 64. Miss Angela Bassett. And I'm so pleased that she received an Oscar nomination. She already just this year received the Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress. But I just felt that it's important to bring out this narrative of Angela Bassett and Wakanda Forever. So, and again, I'm also a movie buff. And yes, Dr. B's a movie buff. And I follow different actors and actresses and really support them. So I want to give a little, praise to the acting ability and the phenomenal status of Angela Bassett and who she is. Not just as an actress, but as a family person, as a wife, as a mother, as just continuing through each and every decade. And many times, my college students have no idea about her background. So, with that said, I pulled up this article of Angela Bassett from, let me just go straight here, from the, let me make sure, the New York Times, and it was just out yesterday, January 25th, by Kalia Richardson. I'm going to give props to Kalia Richardson because I don't know her, but she is actually identified as a cultural reporter and member of the 2022-2023 New York Times Fellow Class. She is a cultural reporter, Miss Kalia Richardson. And she did such a great job in her article on Angela Bassett. And I want to read several paragraphs of her New York Times article. It's really good. So please bear with me. I'm 13 minutes in. This is from Kalia Richardson. Quote, Angela Bassett made Marvel history Tuesday morning as the first star and woman of color in a Marvel Cinematic Universe film to receive an Oscar nomination in a comic book adaptation. She has been nominated before, and she was up for lead actress nearly 3 decades ago for the Tina Turner biopic, What's Love Got to Do with It? And I do remember that. Phenomenal movie, by the way, by Angela Bassett doing Tina Turner. It was just, oh man. And okay, I'm back to the article. But she said she was humbled and grateful to be recognized for her supporting role in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Quote, Angela Bassett, I'm very excited about it because I know it's been 30 years. So it's not easy to come by landing in just these 5 coveted slots. Back to Miss Richardson, stating, all season long, Bassett has been honored for her work in the film. She took home a Golden Globe and a Critics' Choice Award for Supporting Actress earlier this month and is in the running for an NCAACP Image Award, a Screen Actors Guild Award, and the BAFTA Award. Now, as Queen Ramonda, who becomes the sovereign leader of the Wakanda kingdom after the death of her son, King T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman. I really feel for Chadwick because he passed away of cancer. She is tasked with protecting the Afro-futuristic nation from outside threats posed by neighboring countries and the underwater nation Talokan, led by demigod Namor. Although the comic book adaptation did not receive a Best Picture nomination like the 2018 Black Panther, it did receive nods in costume design, makeup and hairstyling, original song, and visual effects category. Wow. Great article. That was really, and she goes on to talk about her interview, the nominations and so forth, the day of the event. So shout out to Kalia Richardson, the great article on Angela Bassett. And now I'm going to a bit of Angela Bassett's biography. I want my college students to know how phenomenal Angela Bassett is. Continues to be a phenomenal actor, actress, woman of color across decades within her field of expertise. Now here's her mini bio according to IMDb, the official website of actors and actresses and entertainment. Mini bio. Here we go. From About Angela Bassett. And yes, let me just preface it. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Okay, Angela Bassett. By the way, she's same age as I am. And her birthday is close to mine, too. Born August 16, 1958. Same year I was born. Same month that I was born. Born in New York City, New York. Here's the mini bio. Captivating, gifted, sensational. Angela Bassett's presence has been felt in theaters and on stages and television screens throughout the world. Angela Evelyn Bassett was born on August 16, 1958 in New York City to Betty Jane Gilbert, a social worker, and Daniel Benjamin Bassett, a preacher's son. Bassett and her sister Donetta grew up in St. Petersburg, Florida, with their mother. As a single mother, Betty stressed the importance of education for her children. With the assistance of an academic scholarship, Bassett matriculated into Yale University. In 1983, she earned a Master of Fine Arts degree from the Yale School of Drama. And it was at Yale that Bassett met her husband, Courtney B. Vance. Yes, I'm a fan of Courtney B. Vance too. A 1986 graduate of the drama school. Bassett first appeared in small roles on The Cosby Show, 1984, Spencer for Hire, 1985, but it was not until 1990 that a spat of television shows brought her notice. Her breakthrough role, though, was Tina Turner, whom she never performed before taking the role in What's Love Got to Do With It. In 1993, Bassett's performance earned her an Academy Award. Yet I also remember Angela Bassett. Let me just, now I'm going to move a little bit, turn around just a little bit, and recognize Angela Bassett also for her other roles. She's currently stars in 911 on Fox. She's the creator and producer, executive producer of 911 on Fox. But other movies that she starred in, What's Love Got to Do with It, 1993. Waiting to Exhale, 1995. Oh my. That was such a great movie. Angela Bassett. Waiting to Exhale. Wow, that was a good one. She was bringing it all through that movie. It was a phenomenal movie, by the way. I'm just giving a little shout out to Waiting to Exhale cast because it involved Angela Bassett, Whitney Houston, Layla Rashawn, Loretta Devine, Dennis Hasbert, and Kenya Moore. So that was a phenomenal movie. Angela just stole the show. And then before then, 1998, a little bit after that, How Stella Got Her Groove On. How Stella got her groove. I'm sorry, her groove back. And that was a very phenomenal movie. Her, Angela Bassett with Taye Diggs, Whoopi Goldberg, Regina King. Yes, Regina King, Suzanne Douglas, and Michael Pagan. But her and Taye Diggs, that was a really breakout movie. And she also starred in 1991 Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood. Remember that? Boys in the Hood. 1991. Boys in the Hood. With Cuba Gooding, Ice Cube, Lawrence Fishburne, Morris Chestnut, and Nia Long. Again. And then she starred in Akeelah and the Bean, 2006. Akeelah and the Bean. With Keke Palmer, Lawrence Fishburne, and so Keke Palmer, young Keke Palmer back then. So again, I want to give, this is a really a celebration of Angela Bassett, because I wanted to recognize this phenomenal achievement. This just doesn't happen each and every year. This is a major event for Angela Bassett, Wakanda Forever, and the African American community and culture all over. Cultural communities of color all over. And again, the reason why I'm a fan, but I'm also as a professor, is a cultural explosion. We're hitting another level of cultural acceptance. Isn't that interesting? Cultural acceptance by whom? By the world. That's right. Not by mainstream, but by the world. That's how important Angela Bassett's nomination, and hopefully she will receive the Academy Award. She'll receive an Oscar. I got my fingers crossed. Hello, Oscar, folks. It's about time to give Angela Bassett an Oscar. She's doing it in television. She's been doing it in movies for decades. It's time to give it up to Angela Bassett. Yes, and if it's not time, if it's not now, come on. She's already been nominated for the Oscar. She's already done her part. And what's love got to do with it? It was nice 30 years ago, but Mrs. Angela Bassett and her husband Courtney Vance and her children deserve proper recognition. And by the way, let me just say, Angela Bassett's role in Wakanda Forever was phenomenal. She was the queen of queens. She just came out, and let me just say, they did such a great honor to Chadwick Boseman. It was very emotional. I don't know how they pulled it off, and what I've seen in productions after, and I don't know how they pulled it. It was so emotional because when you have your first star actually die, and then you're making a sequel, and this is a Marvel movie comic book series movie. And when your star passes away, Angela Bassett just stepped up. She was the mother of Chadwick Boseman in the movie. And she did phenomenal acting and looked so renowned. So renowned. So beautiful. And then at the end, by now the audience, at the end she decided it was her time to leave the movie script, and she passed away herself in the movie. She gave enough. And she was very active. She wasn't just playing a queen. She was really active. She was involved. She was showing physicality. She was swimming. She was doing everything. I said, go ahead, Angela. Yes. We were saying, go ahead, Angela. Do your thing. Man, she did a phenomenal role in that movie. So, I mean, her acting was spot on. Her physicality in the movie was spot. Her beauty, let me just say, her beauty was spot on. Was spot on. And I think the audience was just so surprised of her beauty. Again, she's 64. You wouldn't even think that she is, but she's on the big screen. And now my wife and I saw her in 3D. Wow. And it was all, the costume and everything. She did a phenomenal job. Let me just say, again, it was a cultural explosion for Wakanda Forever, but I think it was truly a cultural explosion for Angela Bassett as well. It was a recognition of all her hard work. Day in, day out work. From day one. And I'm going back, finishing out, I'm 27 minutes, I'm finishing out from the excellent article from Kalia Richardson, because she ends up her interview with Miss Angela Bassett, and stating that it's time, she's a lifelong actress. And at the very end, she says, these awards are a fantastic gift from her peers, in her community, and this is certainly is apex of it. But I know I'm thankful. I still have to get up this morning. She's talking. Here's Angela's talking. She said, "I have to get up in the morning, get in my car, drive myself to the set, and put in the work with my colleagues today. So I can't sit around having all day." Angela Bassett just puts in the work every day, whether on the big screen or on the small screen. That's what you appreciate. And that's what I know my college students need to appreciate and to learn. Because this is what each and every one of my college students need to recognize. That you have to put the work in, day out. It just doesn't come to you out of the blue. Put the work in each and every day, and you will get the return. You will get the recognition when it's your time. That's what this is the message that I'm sending to my college students. Put the work in now. Day in, day out. Throughout your college career. Put the work in when you get your first job. Your second job. Your third job. Keep developing new skills. Try new venues. It's going to come. And if anyone is a prime example of the hard work, it's Mrs. Angela Bassett, graduating from Yale with a fine arts degree. If there's anyone a prime example, it's Miss Angela Bassett. Phenomenal career, Oscar nominated, well deserved. It's time to recognize Miss Angela Bassett. and Wakanda forever. And that's the reason why I felt the need to do this show. Show 71, entitled Angela Bassett and Wakanda Forever. Wow. So these are the shows. I know, I'm just thinking about, it's like, wow. Decades of work, cultural explosion, persons of color. Now we're going global. And that's where I want my college students to think we're in a global world. There are positive stories out there. Embrace these positive stories. It's you. It's waiting for you. We have the trailblazers, the pioneers. And let me just say, Angela Bassett is definitely a pioneer. Okay? I'm giving props to Angela Bassett and so many actors and actresses that have been putting their time in. And it's time to recognize that. And that's the reason why I'm taking a shift in my orientation this year. I know I'm taking a shift and recognize the achievements of folks my age, younger, older, so my college students can, have aspirations, have role models, see that they can do it even though things are very, very tough out there. Yes, there's plenty of role models out there. So, just believe that you will move on to the next level. So again, this is Race and Ethnic Relations on Campus podcast show. I am Dr. B. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to email me at ejb678@gmail.com. Give me your opinions about Mrs. Angela Bassett and Wakanda Forever. That's how we roll. That's how I'm taking a turn and just appreciating life each and every day and celebrating 2023 race and ethnic relations on everybody's campus. Stay safe. Peace out, folks. We out.